Hi, I'm Ian Hamilton of the Regina Leader Post Sports Department, here with my colleague Murray McCormick. Once again, no Rob Vanstone. He's circumnavigating the globe, I believe. The Rough Riders take an 0-2 record into Saturday's home game against the BC Lions. Murray, what have you seen from this team, and should they be 0-2?
I think you got to be what your record is. That's always been, we discussed that last year. They were an 0-4 team. Started 0-9, they were exactly what throws. This team could be better. I think there's about 3 or 4 plays away from having a winning record, but that's, you know, you got to win those games, and that's what happens. I think to a young team that's starting out, they're going to lose the games they should have won. I've kind of watched practice this week. Fans would like to know they've worked on their short yardage a little bit, not as a lot, but they're also going to be a disadvantage because I don't think Dan Clark is going to play. He's the center and he's kind of apart. But then they throw Bennett Labatt in there, so they may have an advantage over that. And Darren Durant, I've noticed on those short yardages I've watched, he mishandled the ball both times. So he didn't really have a clean snap, so that's an issue they've been, when they talked about working on things. I really wish they'd get more aggressive on defense. I think that, you know, you watch what happened in that last game, those 2 passes. That shouldn't have been there. They should have a 4-man front. But the same token, Jonathan Williams is injured, so they're missing that big body. I anticipate things being better. I think they've addressed their issues. I think the Lions are coming into a Lions den where the Riders are going to be pretty excited about all the festivities going on. And I think, even as an old football fan like you, it's pretty cool they're honoring the '66 Grey Cup team. 50 years ago, as I said to people, you can walk up to a Grey Cup guy from '66 and talk to them. Yeah. They're still approachable. They're still a big part of this team.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a major milestone to celebrate the last season in Mosaic Stadium. They've planning things for all 4 of their Grey Cup winning teams. I think that team maybe has a special mystique because it was the first team in this franchise's history to win the Grey Cup. Legends like Ron Lancaster, unfortunately, won't be here. George Reed and some of the other players who have kind of set the foundation for all the teams that have come after them, including the 2016 team. So autograph sessions, I think they're having a special halftime celebration for them here. So that'll be quite special for the crowd that gathers.
So do you think we'll be celebrating a Grey Cup at the end of this 2016 season, Ian? You're not touching that one. That's the big question, but people are going to be asking that. You know, is it going to be maybe the 50th anniversary? Is there kind of karma coming along with them?
I think they're probably setting the foundation for something at some point.
At some point? Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm not writing them off yet. We'll see what happens in the second half of this season, and we'll talk to you again.